All right. Announcer from Justice League. Go ahead.
Dramatic slow walk. Dramatic slow walk.
Fog.
Or we Justice League Unlimited clips from the next episode.
It's a good show.
All right.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, so I watched Batman and Harley Quinn. Oh, it's written by the people that did the original Batman series and Justice League stuff.
Nice.
It's a little bit more adult, but it's, I think, actually my favorite of the modern DC crop of animated movies.
Flashpoint Paradox was pretty good.
I put that one below Assault on Arkham, but above.
I really enjoyed Batman Superman Apocalypse. If for no other reason than the end when Superman basically outthinks Darkseid.
Yeah.
Basically out dick waves him.
That one I did enjoy also. I haven't seen Public Enemies.
I kind of like Public Enemies because it has two really good references to old comic jokes. But the overall story didn't really resonate with me.
President Lex Luthor? It resonates more today.
That it actually probably would. I haven't seen it since we got low rent Luthor in the office.
It's kind of an insult to Lex Luthor, honestly.
All right, you're right.
My question is, I
don't think he can. I think he pays somebody else.
But he can do that. Your tax dollars are paying for him to get his shoes tied.
I just want to point out that my Spotify now plays commercials if you want to join the Secret Service. I'm thinking they're having a hard time retaining talent at this point, since he treats them like servants.
Yeah, he basically treats them like servants.
I could.
Put me within that proximity of him, and I'll tell him.
You are Secret Service.
I do the Secret Service.
And really, who's willing to take a bullet for Trump?
And if you get to think about it, it's a win-win for you. Because either you're protecting Trump or you're protecting his hot daughter or his wife. Both of whom I think you would fornicate with.
Oh, that is very true. I would bang both those little hotties.
Yeah.
Violently.
Okay, well, calm down.
And abusively.
That's kind of how you always do.
Horrible, demeaning ways.
That's kind of
So usual.
Which is so wrong, because I would violate them simply because of their association with the county.
Yeah.
I'm a bad person.
You are.
Is that now? Oh, moving on.
And this is why I'm not live casting.
Yeah.
Well, I would have said that if it was live.
Yeah, you would have. We would have gotten this whole conversation.
Yes, but luckily you do have it recorded, so you can make a super cut of it.
I can. All right. In our last session, the team made their way back from Requiem while Brorilla dealt with the repercussions of his berserker rage. Nearly killing Brass Ring. He was only stopped. He was only prevented from tearing off his leg by Moondog grappling him and holding him until he calmed down. What's that?
No, I'm singing, "Oh, my love, my darling." We were making pots, so.
Around this time, the remaining members of the team, leaving Requiem, realized they didn't really have an easy way home and just got on the bus. This inevitably resulted in a This inevitably resulted in a car crash, fight with anti-mutant extremists, and evacuating the bus before the engine blew up.
Powerful superheroes taking the bus. It's like if Kevin Smith directed the Justice League.
More Wes Anderson.
I'd watch it. Watch it. I'd watch both of them.
If you get a chance, look up Wes Anderson's X-Men.
I have.
Just not on my time. Alright. So, after explaining to Moondog what had happened, and Moondog trying to talk to Brorilla and Herman, for that matter, about the danger and near death of Toddlemeyer, Herman decided he was going to pull a Bruce Banner. I'm sorry, David Banner, and walk down a lonely street trying to hitch a ride. Because until he can learn to control the unstoppable rage within him.
You sound loud here too.
Tell me that's wrong. Tell me that's not exactly
That's
right.
exactly what happened. That's why it was a face palm.
Because you didn't realize that?
No, because it was just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, walk the rest of the room.
I would have gotten that playing sooner, but it took me a second to find it.
It says acceptable. Alright. So, we will pick up at the with the aftermath of the bus incident.
But they won't let her on the bus.
With Glitch, Strife,
Old woman.
not so old woman,
And the twins.
and the twins. Why am I not finding their name?
I know her name. Some of them.
Yeah, I know we named them also, but I'm not seeing their names.
I'm just calling the twins.
So, yes, you guys are standing about. Well, I should say, are you standing about, or what are you guys doing here?
Alright.
Or let's wait until the sound level goes down in the back.
What are you doing?
Apparently I'm looking the other way.
Okay, so yes, what are Glyph, Strife, the twins, and the ever-aging, unaging woman doing?
Is this a bad time to point out you called him Glyph?
He said that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Glitch, Strife, twins, and the aging, unaging woman doing.
Well, here's a question. Did our actions draw a crowd? Has traffic kind of come to a stop? Are people milling about or running around or looking or taking pictures and shit?
A bus hit a car, and then the back end of it disappeared. People have stopped to pay attention.
Got a lot of camera phones out here.
I will move over to Glitch and quietly basically tell him, go steal a car and meet us, and I'll point towards an alley away from the largest congestion of people.
Unfortunately, sounds like a plan. Okay. I will sneak off.
Sneaking off is not much of an issue because there's a bunch of commotion and
He's also the god of stealth, apparently.
It probably goes without saying to steal a van.
I'm pretty freaking sneaky.
Probably just steal like a 2-door and then pull up.
And yet he refers to me as the ninja.
Okay. Go find something big enough to accommodate everyone.
I love in the superhero game. First thought, better steal his car.
Some just yelled YOLO.
YOLO.
why?
To sacrifice him.
I didn't want to kill him so soon, but he yelled YOLO.
Because it's in the trolls
Did they yell out swag YOLO?
video. No, one of the trolls gets hit with a glitter ball in the face, and everyone gets quiet to check and see if she's okay, and she goes, YOLO! So everyone goes,
YOLO.
I got plenty of food in the kitchen, but not like,
Marco.
throw it away or something.
Sorry, people were here and I was trying to get this stuff started.
Swagnito, master of swagnism.
Is that from Parks and Rec?
I'm shaking your head at me. You know that shit's hilarious.
Where is that from?
Made it up.
No, I've heard Swagnito before.
Just the same.
Swagnito, master of swagnetism? That is just a thing, huh?
I think that Chris can't appreciate it.
Can I help you? Yeah, I'm a girl. I adjust my boobs. Go ahead.
Don't be jealous of her boobies.
So jealous.
If you work hard, you'll be just like this someday.
Thank you. Yeah, say that. Yeah, well, you should have expected it.
Both of you are closer to death than me is.
Hey, just because it's a weight issue for me and an old issue for him.
He's younger than Chris.
It's an old issue for him.
I mean, I'm the oldest one in the group by almost a full year.
In fairness, he's balding, I'm gray.
You're also
balding
balding too.
This has kind of been like this for almost a decade.
Yeah, it's probably fine. It's like a
I'd comment, but I'm pretty sure I'm still the youngest, so.
I thought Krista was the youngest.
I'm the
Does she still count as being in the group?
Oh.
Oh,
Burn!
Yeah, I guess you are younger.
Oh, you are the youngest. You're the baby.
that's right. No, go away from me.
I was gonna pinch his cheek.
The Klingons are attacking.
Yeah. So I hear.
Okay,
Swag YOLO.
Swag YOLO.
so go ahead and roll.
I hate you all.
Let's go with vehicle enforcement. Or repair enforcement.
Apparently, no.
And don't answer until that stops.
Something wrong with that child.
What's that, Mike?
I said something wrong with that child.
That boy ain't right.
Hey.
I tell you what. Propane. I have an idea for a new villain.
He uses propane and propane accessories?
Yep. And his name is Hank Kill.
Get out.
Come on, that was actually pretty good.
You know,
That should be the opening. That should be our opening sting.
At some point, we're gonna have to let Spud run a game.
Oh, okay.
17.16.
Will we name the adventurer the Punny Pun Times?
Pun times at Pun Mar High.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm not good at puns. I was trying to think of something, but I failed.
All right. So, what would be the optimal car to steal?
And there it was. The mom van.
A 2-door spider.
Complete with kid.
Let's try that.
Well, I like that you went SUV and Strike went mom van.
Hey,
I don't know.
first rule of stealing cars. Nobody pays attention to a mom van.
Thank you, Keanu.
For the record, one of my former roommates referred to my car as rolling probable cause. Then we moved to Vegas and saw that my windows are not tinted that badly.
Oh, really? On that thing?
That is as deep a tint as you can have in Georgia.
Yeah, Dave,
I didn't even know you were tinted, to be honest. I couldn't tell.
Dave's car is like rolling probable cause in Atlanta.
I thought it was just because of the 2 primary occupants.
No. Like I even told I should
Oh.
go into dealing drugs just because of that car.
See, that's probably the joke he was talking about. That's probably what I like.
Yep, it's those kind of jokes.
What kind of jokes?
The 2 primary occupants.
That's
The Mexican and the black woman.
right. That's
Please.
racial profiling by cops. That's not a racist joke.
For the record,
Laughed
every,
at it.
every,
That's a
friend,
valid statement.
every single friend I have was like, I had no idea Dave was anything but white. Every friend I got, and my family, they're like, Dave's not white.
I didn't know Billy Organ were Mexican until I was well past adulthood. Like, I had no idea.
Billy looks
No, he doesn't.
like
He does
a
now.
foreigner.
Yeah, he does now. He doesn't
I'm
like,
starting to.
he didn't like a Vato back then, though.
But my last name is Silva.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, but
Why
you
would
see,
I know his
the
Spanish last
problem
name?
is
Could be Italian.
I've never
No,
seen
him.
your dad. I've only seen his dad and your mom. So I just never made the association because I
Hey.
honestly don't think about it. Like,
If you want him, if it makes you feel better, you have seen his dad.
I have.
Yes.
What Dave said?
Yeah.
When
How
did
I
Tomas
see
come around?
that.
No, I'm looking at him right now.
Oh,
I do not look like Tomas.
You're
yeah,
a
you
spitting
do.
fucking image.
I look more like Eddie, which is weird.
Yeah. Your mom showed me an old picture of him, and I was like, "Is that Dave's dad?" And she was like, "Hell no!"
Eddie is my cousin.
That might be Eddie. I'm thinking of.
I thought it was your uncle.
No. He's my uncle's son. His cousin.
Is that why she so strongly was like, "Hell no"?
This is the conversation Glitch hears when he tries to approach Van.
Sorry, I burst in here just
This is fine.
derailing shit.
I like it. Yeah, I didn't know Bill was Mexican. It's me.
Okay, that was sad. That was 4 days ago. My leg still hurt. I shouldn't go to gyms ever.
did you hurt yourself at the gym?
I hurt myself trying to work out. Like I did the deadlifts and
Hey, you know.
what are the other ones? And squats. I literally worked out for the first time in 2 months, 4 days ago.
I mean, all the things you've been doing.
We've been,
I could
we
tell.
haven't done anything in forever, and we've been
You've been
in
busy.
the office by like 8:30, 9 o'clock every morning. It's been absolutely insane.
Ooh, I'm so sorry you have to go to the office at 9 a.m. Sorry.
What time were you at work tonight?
Nothing?
No, yesterday, sorry.
Oh, 5:47?
Oh, yeah, because I was there at 6 a.m. too.
I wake
You
up
guys
at
have
4.
jobs. I don't.
The fuck you
I
going
own a
home
Who owns a
business?
business?
Right.
And
My
you go to-
employees have to be there at 9 o'clock. I should be able to sit and play video games until 11 if I damn well choose.
Wow.
That's the
As,
point.
as a person who owns their own business, I call bullshit.
Oh,
I don't have any employees, so
see that? That gingerbread
Yeah,
man.
I got 6.
The not gingerbread man agrees
I was
with me.
gonna say that's privilege and then blue collar. That's the difference here.
This doesn't have privilege. He's Italian.
I wish I could call in sick, but I would know I was lying.
What do you say?
He said, I wish I could call in sick, but I know I'm lying.
You came in yesterday and you were fine.
You know, it occurred to me the other day that you are, in fact, the shrinking middle class that everyone keeps talking about. You are a blue-collar worker with a good living wage.
My entire family has been basically in that category for my entire life. We've always been classified as the upper middle class, which is slowly getting shifted into lower middle class because the upper middle class is actually being destroyed.
Now you know what I'll feel.
No.
Whatever. Now you know what it feels like to be me. No, we're straight up low class. We don't have a class. We're so poor. But
You're lower middle.
no, we're not.
You're upper lower. Lower?
We're mid lower. We're like middle low class.
We're just fucking poor, okay?
Yeah.
Is she cute?
Fucking poor? You mean poor? Poor's alright.
She'll do those things that
You know who's really
The
easy
rich
though?
won't.
that rich won't.
You know who's really easy though, and we have a good relationship with her?
Flat ass bro.
Dirt poor. Flat ass poor. Okay, she's messy.
But she got a flat ass. I prefer dirt poor. She kind of messy, but you know.
Her ass ain't flat.
So, for the record, I was writing out the last page of Jupiter.
Latinos.
What's that?
What did he say?
No, I'm asking Mike what he said.
I've finished writing up the last page of Jupiter.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
Thank you, brother.
Chris isn't even looking at it.
Why would he?
Everybody, yeah. That was a middle finger, 2 snaps, and a spin. Men on crits.
So that happened. That $30,000.
Is this a Pathfinder? My
Brony
Little Pony?
Pathfinder? Yeah,
Oh my god!
it got $30,000 on Kickstarter.
Is it already Kickstarter? Can I Kickstarter,
Oh, yeah.
please?
Oh, yeah. No, it's not. All right. Anyway, and let me just say, Numenera launched last week, and so all of like backing has gone down to a trickle since then.
First Numenera is not that good. I don't want Numenera 2's any better. My Backstarter Kickstarted that shit.
Huh?
I Kickstarted Numenera.
Did you? Yeah. So I'm suffering of Monty Cook syndrome, and it's not far away.
It's not great.
All right. Anyway, so you look for an SUV. What you find is a pickup truck.
Here's the important question.
4-door sedan? Done.
What's wrong with pickup?
Does it have a rebel flag, and is there a shotgun hanging in the window?
No. It doesn't have a rebel flag. It's got the
Don't tread on me.
it's got "Don't Tread on Me," and it's got 2 oversized exhaust pipes.
While looking in the back, you see a tiki torch. What's that doing there?
And it says "Drill, baby, drill."
I think you go with the pickup.
All right. Sedan's a little cramped. It's like it's got 4 doors, but it's a small back seat.
Right in the back.
And can you drive? Okay. So
I mean, Strife will totally drive if you let her.
No.
She's really good at driving, and the only person who's ever seen her drive is currently not here, and thus has no comment on the situation.
That's true.
These are true facts.
But I think I'll drive.
Gorilla's voice is on the wind. No.
She's a good driver. Fuck you. She just forgot that, America's stupid and they drive on the wrong side of the road.
And that's speed limit.
She was looking for kilometers per hour, not miles per hour. It's an innocent mistake.
All right. So, Strife, give me a intelligence plus stealth roll.
So, an intelligence roll. Got it. Okay, Kat, you're literally covering all the space I would normally use to roll. No, you're not allowed to attack the dice. Oh, sorry. No 6.
All right. So, you guys sync up height fit.
Giggity.
You guys are twins. You can be useless sitting on each other's lap. I
Are
mean, no,
you sure?
No.
That's part of the problem with the sedan.
This is a pickup anymore.
So how do you situate it so the twins can't touch each other?
Twin, aging lady, twin.
And where's Strife in all of this?
Sitting in the back.
And where's Penny Dreadful in all of this?
She can have the front seat.
So the twin is sitting on Penny Dreadful's lap?
No, it's a pickup truck. There should be enough room for a full-size person and 2 kids in the back seat.
Is that the sedan?
Wait,
Oh, he got a sedan? I thought he got the pickup truck.
Yeah, hold on a second. When you said pickup, I pictured a normal pickup, just a regular 2 to 3 seater, not a dual, not an extended cab.
Yeah, no, 2 seats and then a bed.
Okay, so the sedan, yes. 1 twin in front, 1 twin in the back. And she's probably the next most skinny. Well, who's smaller, her or Penny?
Strife, you answer that question.
I'd probably go with Penny.
Okay, then Penny in the front, and her in the back with the old lady in the other one.
Okay. So, somebody give me a wisdom and science check.
I can give you a wisdom roll.
Chris should probably do a science roll. Smash their brains together.
I got a 16 with 1 6.
All right, well, that's enough. It's going to get real uncomfortable for that twin. Because the twin in the front seat is sitting on Penny's lap.
Or she burns.
All right, fine. I have a solution.
Well,
Penny and I in the back, in the bed of the truck. 1 twin in the front seat, 1 twin in the back seat, and the aging lady next to him.
you're in the sedan.
I took the sedan, not the truck.
Wow. How many seats does the sedan have?
2 with a small back seat.
Seats 5.
Yeah, seats 5 uncomfortable. You have 6.
So why would you take a sedan?
This is a dumbass.
Because it's illegal to drive unless this magical superhero universe is different. It's illegal to drive with somebody in the bed of the truck, which means we're more likely to get picked up and have a problem in the pickup than we are in the sedan.
That's dumb. Your country is full of stupid rules. Okay, how about this? Your weird abilities allow you to, blend in with surroundings or not be visible, right?
I'm really sneaky.
Yes, but can you hide in plain sight, or do you actually have to physically hide and your powers just boost that?
I don't know. Is there a power for hiding in plain sight?
How does your power let you hide? Does it actually conceal you from view, or does it just make it easier for you to blend into shadows?
Well, okay, wait. I don't know if there's a rule governing this because the idea was that since I'm not fully here at any given time. When I choose to hide, I just kind of shift farther into a dimension that isn't this one.
Wasn't he
So I'm
technically
not
invisible
fully
when we
here.
first met him?
And I do have the stealth specialty to hide in a fight or confuse in a battle or whatever. So I guess I can hide.
So
in plain sight.
based on the special effects of your abilities, then yeah, it sounds like you would have no trouble hiding in plain sight by simply phasing out mostly of this dimension. So you get to ride on the roof. I'll drive.
But one of us can't just teleport back.
You don't want to put him in the trunk?
Oh, that's not a bad idea. We could, if you don't want to ride on the roof, you can ride in the trunk. But I'm guessing the roof would probably be more comfortable for you.
I assume that we didn't refill our willpower since we're picking up right where we left off.
Yeah, we're going to go with that for right now.
Otherwise, yeah, you could just teleport us all over there.
I'll do that.
Okay. Then that being the case.
Really, Strife should ride on the roof. She's on the grappling gear.
Yeah, but then something.
No, right. Strife totally would ride on the roof and have a ball of a time doing it, but she has no way of doing it while not being completely and utterly visible.
I'm 12.
Old lady? Oh.
Old lady's 12?
I'm not old.
Does she have progeria?
I'm just hungry. It makes me look old.
What? I'm not
All right.
there.
First off, let's not annoy the person who has the thing on her face that is likely able to hurt or destroy people by looking at them. As a fellow metahuman, I'll glare at Glitch. You should know that some powers have negative effects. Therefore, don't be a dick.
You can drive? You're not
I am a great driver. This is not, in fact, a lie according to her own belief in her skills.
If she was a Lyft driver, she'd have a negative star.
Fine. Take the car, drive them back. I'll meet you there. I'm not riding on the roof.
What, a trunk?
I was thinking about putting one of the twins in the trunk, but that would be mean.
No, we're not putting the children in the trunk.
Works for the Blues Brothers.
So, I'll meet you there.
So, how are you going to get through school?
Walk. Until I have a chance
Oh,
to
wait, I gotta cue up the sad Hulk music again.
regain a willpower or get punched by somebody and then I'll teleport.
Throw yourself in front of a car.
I'll throw myself in front of the car.
Oh my god, I just hit this kid and he stands up. I'm like, okay.
And then vanishes.
Bam!
Well, if you need a quick willpower, Strife can always do a nice kick to the face.
Punch him in the throat.
I'm out. All right.
Taekwon leap.
You guys leave. Strife gets his Hulk on. Or Glitch gets his Hulk on.
There's one last thing. As she's in the driver's seat, she'll roll down the window, looking at Glitch and go, quick reminder. In America, which side of the street am I supposed to stay on?
Oh shit. Wow, I've just forgotten. On the right. Yeah. It's on the right. Stay on the right.
Okay. It's mile per hour, it's not kilometers per hour, right?
Can you drive the whole screen from the side? On the right!
And then she'll take off. Scrubbing tires as she takes off.
The car kind of like shudders from the gas when he hit so hard. It's not used to that.
All those two kids
And the
get
last
back.
and the last sight you see as they drive off is the manic grin on Strife's face.
All traffic laws belong to no one.
I just picture her driving on the left-hand side anyway and saying, "Learn to drive, assholes!"
Break on through to the other side.
That's a Fish Called Wanda reference.
I know.
Do you?
Doing a song.
Good. You have one song right now.
If Ariana's still here, I have two songs. She's my cherry.
That's the real reason why Archie left.
He's the one who went topless for a photographer.
That's true. All right. So, how does it go down with Strife showing up without Glitch and with Penny Dreadful along with 4 other captives?
My question is, do they see Herman walking away as they drive up?
This is like hours later. And you said you specifically walked out into the desert.
I did.
Well, I imagine the first thing that occurs is that all the doors of the truck open, and then everybody throws themselves onto the ground and kisses said ground now that they are free of Strife.
I think at some point Penny Dreadful says, "Learn to drive, I'm going to make the twins touch each other. It's safer. I'm going to make the twins hug. It's safer."
The sweet release of death.
I don't know why you're so concerned. I'm just doing as the songs told me. Drive it like you stole it.
You did steal it.
You did steal it!
That's why I'm driving this way.
Glad we can add destruction of public property and theft to the crimes that these heroes have committed so far.
So, do you take the car all the way to the school? Do you ditch it somewhere along the way?
Oh no, she'll go straight up to the school, park right in the school parking lot.
Car is that?
Welcome to Three Rivers.
Aren't they rivers here?
There's like some frenetic panting. The twins are like, "Do it again!"
See, I knew I liked those kids.
We're gonna have dorms on the opposite side of the schools.
Yeah, with the boy and the girl, and the dorms on opposite sides.
All right.
What's strict PDA policies? No high fives, no hugs, no hand holding.
I'll take a moment to look at the my motley crew and go, I don't actually know what the procedure is here, so we're just gonna go talk to Moondog. And then I'll head towards Moondog's area.
I'm coming up.
I also wanted to know.
Where are the dogs?
In G's room.
Oh,
Why?
because it stinks in there. Or because I'm getting ready for bed.
Yeah, I banished them for noise volume control. All right. So You're gonna hunt down Moondog. He is in the boys' dorm talking with MacArthur. He just left. Yeah. One of his roommates saw him go.
No.
What's that?
I was asking if she was going to
Can I help you? Those you need some doctor?
We got a new car seat.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Excuse my language. Yeah, we like can't take it out.
What?
I can do my best to hold the driver's side seat up as far as I can go.
I don't want to do that. I can just take a lift.
You said you don't want to wet?
I said, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. I just like take a lift.
Yeah.
Mind trying.
We had to change it because Riker kept unbuckling the car seat he had. And the only backup one that we could get is a front-facing one. But it has...
He still unbuckles that.
Not
Just the top, though.
I'm going to see if we can find a lock that goes above a tension lock.
I doubt it.
Anyway,
Somebody was supposed to tell you on the day that we installed it.
yeah, that was my bad.
I vote for duct tape.
Duct tape, that's your solution?
Stop. Stop. Don't do it, please. Don't do it.
They say silence is golden, but I say duct tape is silver.
Okay. So, yeah, you kind of walk in on this conversation. One of his roommates saw him go. Did he say something to you? I tried to talk to the boy. Trouble.
Nope. Back. Back. Back.
Well, I'll walk up with my flock following me.
What?
Moondog and MacArthur look over. Michelle? Penny? Who are your friends?
Allow me to introduce. Crap, I don't actually remember anyone's name. Meh, shrug. The rescuees, I guess, from the asshole school.
You kids attended Requiem, ma'am? You were being held there?
I'm not sure I would call what was their living arrangements really attending, more prisoner.
So the woman with the visor says, I'm not a man! Why does everybody think I'm so old?
And they're looking at the one like, oh, it is.
I'll turn to her and say, because most humans use a visual medium known as sight to gauge age and react based on that.
Asshole.
Unfortunately, due to your powers causing you to advance age, everyone sees you as a middle-aged lady.
I told you, I just get old and I'm hungry.
You're not yourself.
Which I
anymore.
understand, and which once described to somebody they would understand, but upon first meeting you, they will base their reaction to you based on your current age, not your actual age.
Someone get that woman a Snickers bar.
So, you said you get older when you're hungry. What do you eat? She turns her head towards Moondog. Salt. I see. And how were you being kept? How were they being kept?
I'll tell him about the I won't tell him about the actual fight yet, but in the aftermath, as we were escaping and checking the places, I'll tell him about the because there were locked doors, right?
They were kept in glass cells.
Yeah. So tell him about the glass cells that we had to break them out of as we fled from something apparently called gray matter.
Moondog's face gets really grim. What do you mean escaped gray matter?
That's what the girl without a skull on the top of her head told us was underneath Requiem. Something called gray matter. And that we should take everyone we could find and leave immediately. Without her, apparently. And the other teacher / defector that we encountered, whose name escapes me because I don't actually know most of you.
He takes a long, deep sigh. His mustache bristling.
Okay.
See? Aren't you glad Glitch found me and dragged me here? I bring you such fun news and interesting people.
She also knows the strength in relationships. It's the name for right.
Paul, can you help these children get situated?
Yeah.
Advanced warning. Try to refrain from letting the twins touch. They cause explosions.
Say what?
Apparently, when the twins touch, they create explosions.
All right. You heard him, Paul. You come with me. And Moondog heads straight for the gym.
Aw, I was hoping to get a sandwich.
And
Also, I'm still bleeding from a head wound. Oh, wait, no. It's mostly clotted. Never mind.
it
Continue.
should be fully clotted by now, yeah. it only
Well, no,
bleeds-
this is what she's actually saying as she follows him.
So yes, he takes you over to the gym, and then down into the base. Along the way, he radios for Aldrich.
Oh, God.
Fast talking, fast moving.
All right, son. Who's the girl with no head? What did she say? Do you know who she is?
Did anyone actually say her name while we were there?
Yeah. No.
I don't think.
Brorilla got really upset about it. I think it was Tech something.
I would have told her why we went there, so.
Yeah, but she doesn't remember names all that well. People she's only met like once.
Probably at least once. But you would have frame of reference.
Oh, also I managed to cause the death of somebody while there, so that was fun.
Murder. Or superheroes.
Oh, also you have a stolen car parked in your parking lot. Also, we managed to destroy a bus and fight a bunch of racist humans who hate superhumans. Also, I have no idea where Glitch is right now.
Why the script? Where's Glitch right now?
I don't know how long it take him to get there.
Half an hour-ish?
Give me some credit. More like 20 minutes. Based on my driving.
Crazy taxi.
Oh, fuck it.
I am finding a nice, calm, peaceful coffee shop to sit and hang out at for a while and ponder my mortality.
Welcome to Bean. It's been a long time. What can I get you?
No. See, if you're gonna contemplate your mortality, you gotta find a high building with a gargoyle overhanging it so you can brood.
He has to queue for that.
He does. It's almost dusk. All those night heroes in Arizona, Phoenix are there. This is a nice city. And she weeps for me.
Calm down, the spirit.
He's like an avatar for retarded children.
I was going to go with Rorschach's opening monologue, but you know what? Let's just skip that. I'm sure someone will read that sometime.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes. You find yourself at a place called the Bean and I. I'm sorry, what did you call it?
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
You sit down with a cup of coffee.
Fuck, I was muted. I was going to suggest that the names was been a while.
That also works.
Really, the point here is that we're all fired. No severance. Get out. Your pension is terminated.
All the single lattes. All right.
They sell burgers here too. They can get the baby you can chive my car.
Ha! This is Punro. All the shops have pun names.
This shit's not fun. Not
It's a wonderful life. All right, we're done.
Okay. So, since Jason is not rushing to get back, we will jump back over to the school.
Once I feel rested enough, I'll teleport.
Just looking at a little clicker. Waiting for willpower.
Throw myself in front of the car.
One of those guys want to pick a fight with me and then beat me up slightly.
I'll let them actually hit me. Okay. inside the base. Aldridge is bouncing between a observation area and her lab. You can tell by the blurry white streaks.
I'll lean over to Penny and just say, I'm in incredibly good shape, and I feel tired just watching that woman move.
And Moondog says, Tess! Tess! And the white blur becomes a woman standing in front of you in a lab coat. I think Technique is still at Requiem, and somebody there has released gray matter.
I never caught the. Oop. I never caught the evil lady's name, but I can give you a description and give you an idea of what her abilities were.
So Tess goes dead still and says very clearly, "Oh shit."
Cool. No, that's frightening if you think about it. That is piss your pants and leave the city frightening.
Yes, what do you look like? How does this happen?
There it is.
What's going on? You know, this.
So a couple seconds of just dead silence will happen, and then Strife will look at Moondog and go, is she talking to me?
Yes.
What did she say?
I think she wants the details, son.
The deeps.
All right, I guess I'll just start from the beginning unless she has particular details she wants first.
Just hug around, Chris. Later.
I'm sorry.
You're right.
I really don't want.
Doesn't want to go up.
You don't have an options.
There you
That's
go.
not true. We can see it.
No
Like I
flex.
can pull it up all the way.
I don't know if that'll work.
Yeah.
My tumblr's not in the way. So like press up against the wheel.
It's up to you. I mean, I could try it, but I don't want to make that comfortable for you.
We can try. At least we can try.
If you're not asleep, that's what we'll do.
I'll wait for anyone to come out.
I never am.
That's fine.
Chris tapped out. Anywho,
That's what happens when somebody puts a sleep with its phone right on you. You have a choice. Pass out or tap out.
you can pass out like a man.
Did you watch Glow?
Oh, yeah.
I watched an episode of it. I thought it was enough.
I enjoyed it.
Did you?
Yeah, it's very bingeable. I mean, the whole thing is like 5 hours.
I save my binging for other things, like BoJack.
Yeah, no, I'll take Glow over BoJack Horseman. All right.
Because you don't want to be depressed. frisked.
So, what do you tell Tess? Or Dr.
Well,
Alden?
Unless you want something specific to me, I'll just start at the beginning of us getting the call from Glitch, racing to the place, the spikes, breaking into the school, finding the stairs down, Glitch, the fight with the robots. I'll explain what the evil lady looked like and tell them what I basically what I understood about her capabilities. My experience. She's a martial artist who used an internal source of power. I don't know a lot about it because it wasn't the kind of style or energy that my teacher really relied on. He preferred metahuman powers that were inborn and not externally acquired. But basically, evil middle-aged lady in a suit with martial arts abilities.
What's that?
Hmm.
She didn't do anything martial arts.
She got about as martial arty as Madame Gal.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I will tell her about how Bro really started to turn into a lizard. Glitch bamfed him away. Glitch tried to talk me into either going away or staying, and he offered his life for mine. And in my infinite annoyance, I gave Evil Lady the roundhouse kick of all roundhouse kicks to the face. And explained that when she slammed into the glass turned into spiders that then proceeded to eat her and everything Technica told us before we went, saved the people, and fled. I'll also tell him about Masterson being there and Technica grabbing Masterson before we fled.
so Moondog will kind of take a step back at that.
So, to my knowledge, the only two living people who were at the school after we left was Masterson and Technica. And assuming whatever gray matter is a living creature. But when dealing with a lady who only has half a skull and can turn glass into spiders that can then devour a person, I figured I'd take her advice and save the kids and flee. I can't really kick glass, people eating spiders all that well.
Walk up. Yeah, I just walked over. Robot form and all.
So, describe that a little bit more, please.
So it's like a clanking sound. It's like the lab's kind of metallic and shit like that, right?
Yeah. You know, it's granite flooring.
Yeah.
Or rock flooring.
Well, clanking sounds. I walk up. Hey, everybody. I got my voice. Hey. No, that's still my voice. Yeah, that's fine.
Greetings and salutations.
Don't worry, got to Mr. Roboto. Yeah, I'll do that. Country voice. Hey, y'all. I was just talking about this. That could have been something he got rid of.
Okay, so apparently Zeus was born in Texas and hated being from Texas so much that when he divided himself, he left behind all his Texas mannerisms.
That's right. What y'all doing over here?
Why do I get the feeling the first chance the robot gets, he's buying himself a 10-gallon hat?
More Louisiana, but we'll just say on the Texas border. So everyone kind of turns their head. What do you look like?
Something. I got a picture. I'll post it.
I'm just asking you to describe it for the podcasters.
Oh, all right.
You know that
So,
audio medium that we're on.
Shut up. It's like metal limbs, plastic chest and face, not very feature detailed. Moving lips though, so it's freaky.
Wait, better yet, why not have it just be like a blank face that you have little electrical eyes and a mouth that you control using
Maybe
your
like-
little.
Can it be just an LED screen? I use like emoticon faces.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's the one we're going with.
You want to hear something funny?
Yes.
This is not the first time I've had a robot character that has had that same face.
That's right. I'm all Daft Punk up in this bitch.
So it's an LED screen, and he just kind of forms his face on the lights.
That's right. Technologic. It's like a mix of plastic and metal for the body. Like the chest piece, the hands, the feet, knees, elbows are plastic over metal parts.
Oh shit, that was loud.
It's only like a synthesizer I could have with me like right now. Hey y'all.
I can talk like a robot. You should see there's an ad.
I really should. What y'all jawing about?
So I will look over at Moondog and say, should I kick the robot or is it friendly?
Well, I'm about as friendly as peach pie.
Murder it quick before it gives you all diarrhea.
Tiss, is this one of yours?
You sound like a Yankee.
He's from Texas.
I choose this accent just with Chris.
And Krista. So
Everyone loves it. I want to go over this right. I want to thank y'all help for getting out of that school. That glass case was a bitch.
You were the electrical guy who didn't join us?
That was me. Did not have a body.
Tess says electricity without a body?
That is correct.
Yeah, one of the glass
Like we
cases
like
had
that.
one of the glass cages had an electrical being that when we opened it appeared to fly into the earpiece of, I think, Glitch.
That's correct.
We just assumed he'd hopped into like a cellular network of some sort and took off.
And that was my original plan. But something happened.
Leonard?
Yeah. That's me. Leonard Zayas.
That name does not match that accent.
More importantly, you're gonna try and make a bald assassin in real life.
See? That's right. Leonard Zayas. New Jersey Zayas.
Husband's the bald assassin.
That's right.
So, an important question. Do you kill random people and then carve symbols onto your skin afterwards to commemorate their kills?
Oh, is this the joke we're going with now? That's fine.
Are you in fact related to Victor Zayas?
Your Strive,
How
were you
many-
a restricted horseman in the apocalypse?
It's all sad now.
I tend to prefer for Discord the lesser known Greek goddess served under the god of war.
That's a funny thing. You should mention the Greeks. No, not funny so much as ironic. Well, not so much ironic as morose.
Ah, crap.
You know, this
Eris.
conversation has become-
Yes, Eris.
Yeah, I got the name wrong. She's the goddess of discord and strife. Also the villain in the animated Sinbad movie, as played by Michelle Pfeiffer.
The goddess of the Discordians,
Not to be mistaken by the accordions.
who celebrate her by eating hot dogs.
The god of accordions is in fact Weird Al Yankovic.
If you ever get a chance, I do recommend reading the Principia Discordia. It is a fun read.
The reaction so far pretty good. Moondog hasn't had a punch in the face yet. So progress.
In all fairness, strife is always somebody. So
So,
I guess I should ask the question again. Should I kick the robot or is it on our side?
Do not kick the robot.
Leonard, what are you doing in a robot body?
That is correct. Well, it's kind of a funny story. I could not make my own body. Okay, it's not that much of a story. So I jumped into this. And now I'm this. Check out this funky, that's an awesome feature. Turn it off.
You have a button on your chest that plays dueling banjos.
That's correct.
For the record, if he ever plays that again, I will kick him.
So Aldrich will stay. I think this is where Tamika decides.
It's a real shame if they did to that girl.
So at about that moment, Glitch will pop in, holding a latte. Foam mustache. What was that? Hoodie down.
I was just in public. But it was down.
Hoodie down, foam mustache out.
I'm looking between him and Moondog. When did you get a son with teleport powers? Got the same mustache. I will not rule out the son.
Wipe that shit off. Real quick. Take a sec. What's going on? Anything new?
Nope.
That's what we're trying to figure out right now.
So we're playing. Glad you guys made it back okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that too.
So Leonard, what happened to your body?
You know, I don't know.
You mean it doesn't look like that normally?
I could do this. Kind of shift out electric wise.
So like this electrical self kind of pulls away from the robot, and the robot kind of shuts down a little bit.
Yeah. But I can only hold this for a little while before I start to feel dissipated.
Pops back into place.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of men have that problem.
Mm.
So now I'm functioning this Roboton.
Never mind. That's fine.
The automation.
So you're not going to mention.
I'm doing like an amnesia thing. I'm trying to play it up like an amnesia wise.
You remember what happened to your body and everything else, but you don't remember something else.
I don't know what happened to my body. I used to be able to make one. But I can't. I can't remember some other stuff either. Probably not that important.
Okay. So, Strife, we're the twins.
Robots.
They concern me.
No, with the the PE teacher. Yeah, that guy.
They do know to keep them away from each other.
I warned them that when they touch, they make explosions.
Fantastic. Okay. I feel better then. What? Don't give me that tone of voice.
Should I get a dorm? No? Too far so soon? That's all right.
Are you seriously a robot? What the hell is going on here?
I'm pretty sure I explained it already.
No, you made a little electric thing. I don't know what that is.
That's me.
Okay. Okay, now there's a bunch of these little electric things floating around.
What do you mean a bunch? How many did you see?
There was one in the cage back at the whatever the hell that place was called. Oh, that was you.
That was me.
And how'd you end up here?
Your earpiece.
Okay. I can follow that logic to its inevitable conclusion.
Magic and fairies.
No, it's dedicated communications channel.
All right, nerd. Calm down.
You turn into electricity and you called me a nerd.
That's correct.
I got nothing. I'm done. Okay. Fantastic. I'll go back to my room. I'm a little tired.
I wouldn't go away so soon. We've got pressing matters to deal with, and this.
What? And what? What is
And what?
this?
Oh,
What is this?
that's a subtle reference to me, isn't it? That's fine.
I don't care what you do with the robot or person in a robot or lightning thing in a robot.
Thank you. I have a name. It's Leonard. Oh my God, damn it. Leonard Zayas.
You know, I have to say, at least the school isn't boring.
Oh no, I told you it would be fun. It was a little rapey at first, but I think that was just like the way they like to come off. Now it's less rapey for the most part. And now it's dancing. That's great. That's great. Now it's dancing. We'll get you on Star Search.
I think you're too old. I think you're too young for that reference, honestly.
America's Got Talent. Whatever.
Keep it
So-
current, bastard.
Okay, so
Alright.
what's the problem? Wait, did anyone tell him about the other guy that was there?
Yeah,
So you know.
he does.
Which other guy?
Yeah, apparently
The other
there's a
Husband.
I don't think I did. No, wait, yes. Oh yes I did. Yeah, your other guy. You know. Your buddy.
I've already given them a whole play-by-play, and the thing that seems to be upsetting people the most was the mention of the gray matter thing.
Oh yeah, the chick with the skull cap thingy. Yeah, the ape dude flipped his lid on that one. Like he was about ready to kill people. So I sent him back here so he didn't.
He almost killed a student.
Nice job.
Oops. Alrighty. Almost up. Seems fine.
They're trying to reattach his legs to his leg.
Fine, I'll be back.
I hate to say
Why don't
this.
you stay here?
I can help them reattach. I can help them make sure.
I
he's
think
okay.
you've helped enough.
And I hate to say it, but I think that's my line.
What?
I'll be back.
You're fired. Get out.
Strife will just look at him and go, why would that be your line?
Robot.
So,
What does being a robot have to do with being back?
Never mind.
Wait, what would you like?
A body.
You appear to have a body.
A place to stay. Barring that,
What do you remember?
growing up, electrical powers. Darkness and silence. Trapped in a cell. Robot body.
In a cell?
That's correct. Ooh. Download onto memory stick.
That's not even possible.
Says the kid who just touched it. Okay. Sure.
Strife will raise her hand and go, question.
Yes.
Do you people need me here for this? Because I'm still covered in blood and I haven't eaten in at least 8 hours.
Yeah, that's a thing too.
Let's head on down
Can
to
we
the
talk less about the Electric Daisy parade over here and more about what it is that you needed us to stay here for?
11 seconds.
I'm going to put LEDs all over you.
Not light.
Wait.
I want to lean over Moondog. Does this keep killing his parents? That's
Now, at some point, you just have to look at him and go, you know, with the way you act, your parents would die of shame.
damn. I'm glad the torch got fast. Yeah.
No look for the Running Man?
None at all.
Alright. So Moondog seems kind of hesitant here. But he looks over at Leonard and says, what did they do to Technica? Do you know?
No, I saw her. They reeled her in without the top of her skull. With some diodes in it. But it's my understanding that you shouldn't have done that. There's a whole control technology thing.
Engineering?
What are you trying to figure out?
What was going on to some degree? At least what type of connections there were, little things like that.
Do you have roll intelligence and science?
While they're talking and doing that, I'll slide over to Dr. Aldridge and ask her in a quiet voice,
18 with a 6.
can you do me a big favor?
She hands you a hot dog.
That's amazing.
You're my new favorite teacher.
18 with a 6.
You are not positive what was going on with her skull and her brain.
Okay. But she was clearly wired into.
She was clearly wired into something, but you don't know what they were trying to do with that or what they were trying to accomplish with it.
So I described what I saw.
Okay.
Torrent, nothing good.
Generally, plugging your brain into a computer is not the brightest thing.
Well, if you don't, I know it.
So, what did she say exactly about gray matter?
Run before it's released, I believe.
She said
Sorry, does that sound right?
she said that they had what was the exact wording with it? She had like put it down. It was down below the skull, and she had woken it up or something. In reference to the lady that was being eaten by spiders made out of the plastic thing that was blocking us from getting to Technica.
That sounds beyond her abilities.
Can we at least get an idea of what gray matter is?
And then Aldrich says, post the Green Star. We don't know what the some of her abilities are. What they did to her. It's unimaginable.
I heard Green Star and Abnormal.
I heard
I'm getting better at this.
I heard fate and unimaginable.
All right. You need to know about gray matter.
No, it probably doesn't work that way.
What's that?
I record Aldrich's voice and replay it back.
No, you're smart enough that I'll just tell you what she's saying.
Awesome.
All right.
Translate about.
So Moondog takes you guys into the briefing room, and
On our way to the briefing room, do we pass any bathrooms?
sure.
Strife will duck in, grab a bunch of paper towels, wet them, and come back out and begin washing the dried blood off of her as she follows you guys into the briefing room.
Okay.
Muttering about how annoying it is that dried blood itches.
You really get that look at.
I don't know why Google Docs is so unresponsive tonight.
It seems to be working fine for me.
That's maybe we get through this. You just try shutting it down for a while.
Well, everything else is working fine.
Did we pass by the Eater Kid or anything like that?
Well, you're not heading towards the lab. You're heading towards the briefing room. So I don't think so. Is there something you want to do with the EK?
Unless we pass by it.
All right. So go ahead and make a science roll.
Fourteen with 6.
I have science.
Go ahead and make a science roll.
I would make a roll, but Strife's too busy washing blood off of her and eating her hot dog.
Dab, dab, dab. Bite, bite, bite. Dab, dab, dab. Bite, bite, bite.
She has many skills.
Long gone by now.
She has many skills. They include cleaning herself while eating.
35, no sixes.
Okay.
Get ready for some high science talk come out of Southern drawl.
So, Moondog begins by bringing up a image of what looks like a chrome-plated 1950s utopia underneath a dump. And as you look closer, you begin to see things like robots frozen in place mid-step. Only there's flesh interspersed on the robot's body.
Your roots.
This is the Burr quarantine zone. It used to be part of Nebraska. Then gray matter happened. We've been studying. Scientists have been studying this thing for the better part of a decade. We can't make heads or tails of it. What gray matter did there is so far beyond our understanding of science. Well, it's real simple. You ever step over an ant?
Or on.
Did it bother you when you stepped on an ant?
That's an ant.
So it's no payoff.
Gray matter is a sentient nanobot hive.
I'm going to cry a little bit. I really don't need you to tell me much more about that. I can proceed with the badness and not just. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I agree.
It attempted to reshape America, this town, the world, who knows. Thankfully, we stopped it not much further outside of Burr. And whatever it had imagined,
And it imagined the 50s. And Model Ts and whatnot.
We should be thankful with a small degree of collateral damage, considering the Newman theory. Gray matter is capable of our best estimate operating on the cellular level. Study of the gray matter entity itself is prohibited, but some of the researchers at Burr believe he is capable of operating on the atomic level.
Spiffy.
What's that, Mike?
Stripes just says spiffy.
You understand what that means, right, son?
Nope.
You know that's a girl, right?
Yes.
I'm glad you said it because I was going to say that.
Check.
It means if gray matter gets a hold of you, he can make you whatever he wants. He can break down your body into its component pieces and reshape it.
So I'm guessing he can't be defeated by punching.
No, I'm sorry, punching is kind of out.
Nah.
What were you asking?
I said you just reshape it.
So, question from looking at that too. I'm guessing the only idiot here. Based on what we saw Half Skull Lady do, is it possible Evil Now Dead Lady was trying to turn Half Skull Lady into something similar to what Gray Matter could do? Because she turned, it's not really glass, I guess, clear plastic into fully controllable animate spiders that were then used to devour her. And maybe that's why she had the gray matter thing underneath the school, so she could study how it worked and then try to turn Half Skull Lady into a similar thing that she could then control.
You said gray matter is sentient?
As far as we can tell, it is conscious. That's why gray matter is kept on cold ice.
Yeah, wherever you think it's being kept, I get the feeling it's not there right now, much like all those students who weren't in the DFZ.
DBC.
Yeah.
D whatever something C.
If it's a sentient, wouldn't they be trying to use her to control it? Not to recreate it. Maybe.
I don't know, based on the explanation we were given of what it can do, it sounds like Half Skull Lady was doing something quite similar.
This supports your idea of control.
Yeah, like I said, I think she was keeping it in check. Or trying to learn how to keep it in check.
So that's why she told us to leave and decided to stay.
Yeah.
Because if she left, it would probably have started doing its thing in the middle of Arizona
That
or Phoenix.
does make a little more sense. And since they had students from other facilities that were supposed to be secured, why the hell would it be surprising for them to have had a sample of this thing anyway?
Because he clicks an image over. This is where gray matter should be. There's a picture of a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually the image rotates and you can see that it's been cored. After the Citadel fell, some people in Washington thought it'd be a good idea to have a better maximum security prison for metahumans that were too dangerous to be kept in general population prison.
Mhm. Mhm.
Entered Black Mountain.
Black Mountain.
Yeah, but based on
Outskirts of Vegas?
Its location is classified.
okay, but I stand behind my theory of she was able to get all those people out of the D whatever place, convinced everybody there who wasn't already on the take that they were all still there, and nobody knew until apparently you guys went to investigate. What's to say that she didn't also have the connections to get into this Black Mountain place?
We
She-
don't know who she is yet. I
Well,
can make
she
some assumptions, but that's dangerous thinking.
Yeah, but all they would need is one.
I'm going to vote government asshole based on her very pro America, pro national security, pro control the metahumans to better us and not anyone else speech.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, they had a much better sell pitch than you.
I'll reach over and smack Glitch.
Just saying.
Don't make me spin kick you like I spin kick the bitch.
So
You got yourself a real good crop of superheroes here.
Don't make me spin kick you like I spin kick the bitch.
All right, calm down.
I'll pay for that.
Aldrich says,
Okay, you're a robot. I
Okay,
want to see
Moon,
her kick a robot.
all right, Moondog son.
Moon Puppy.
That's him.
Aldrich says, pro-national setting metahuman containment.
I heard metahuman containment. I'm still only at 2 words, damn it.
You heard pro-nationalist, metahuman containment, metahuman control. It has to be the DBC. I'm sorry. It has to be the BMA.
Mm. The BMA is behind this. That's what she thinks.
What's a BMA?
Yep.
Is that like a BMW?
Big Black Mountain assholes.
The Bureau of Metahuman Affairs.
What do they care if metahumans cheat on each other?
Sorry.
Valid. I'll go with that.
Who knew the robot could make a funny?
My human senses are programmed to pun. Are programmed to wordplay.
And quit playing with yourself.
If only I could.
I'm going to give a test right now while we're having this conversation.
Crying face emoji.
Crying while laughing. Okay. So Boondog says BMA are one half of federal regulators around metahumans. They handle the registry. They also handle prosecutions and defense for non-registered and registered metahumans.
Huge surprise the government got involved.
There's also a laundry list of allegations, rumors, stories of illegal activities carried out by the BMA. They pushed for unofficially the U.S. voted non-confidence towards the remaining members of the Xeno Consortium. Yes.
Then
They would like to see a world where every metahuman serve the U.S. government.
that's a wrong-headed idea. Metahumans should be free to make their own choices.
Choice should be serve America, son.
No, it shouldn't.
That's kind of questionable. That's questionable. There are 2 kids up there somewhere that can create a nuclear explosion.
Then let them be.
No,
Why not?
no. You can't let that kind of power just run around.
We let you run around. Teleporting. What's to
Yeah,
stop
and
you
up
from,
until a while ago, I wore a collar myself by choice.
what will stop you from teleporting to a bank? Or into government records? Nothing. Wait, what side am I on?
I'm here, aren't I?
What side am I voting for? I lost my motivation mid-sentence.
The fact that the school allows us to roam around on our own volition and trusts that we're not going to murder entire civilizations
It's called human decency.
is simply a
Meta-human decency. You wouldn't just kill a...
it's a landmine waiting to explode. That's what it is.
It's a gun that doesn't need to be fired.
And yet a flurry of bullets just leveled half of the school.
Okay, I'm not gonna go all political on this. Getting way too deep real quick. Calm down.
This is America, land of the free.
Home of the Whopper. No, that's fine. Felt weird when I said it.
Felt weird
Starful,
when I did it.
Starful just shrug and go, I'd comment, but I'm from Malaysia, so what the fuck do I know about America?
All you know that we're free here. Human and meta-human alike should be free here.
As I'm not technically classified as a metahuman, I couldn't really care less.
No, that's all Andre says.
No, I'm saying... What?
You know, robot body.
I know, you can say what he just... You can say what she actually said. I'm talking about.
No, that's all she said.
So I wouldn't be able to slow that down.
Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't pick it up. She says, which brings up a particular quandary about your legal status.
As a metahuman or a robot?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, this has been fun. But I need to find a room.
I guess if you want to get technical, I'm an illegal immigrant at this point in time, so
And this little lady needs to go to a doctor. And possibly a buffet.
I could definitely go for a buffet.
I'll just hand you another hot dog.
I may not understand anything you say, lady, but I love you.
Apparently you have a soundtrack all of a sudden. Oh. So, any questions for Moondog? Concerns about what's going on here?
Well, I'm very concerned about
Oh.
everything that goes on at this school, but
I have a question.
my best option at this point.
What's that, Mike?
Should we go back to the school? Since if this gray matter thing it has woken up and the only thing preventing it is the lady with only half a skull. This could quite literally be a ticking time bomb about to turn all of Phoenix into whatever gray matter turns people into. Also, there's still a stolen car in your parking lot.
Why did you see the car? I seems honestly confused by this point.
Because I can't fly, I had 4 children who needed transport, and Glitch was all tired out.
Well,
Also, I managed to destroy the van when spikes popped out of the ground and almost killed us.
and she didn't steal the car. I did. I just let her drive it back.
In all fairness, I did tell him to steal the car.
That's true.
You're both liable. It's fine. I get it.
I have no quandaries with stealing vehicles.
How's Moondog feeling? Are you okay?
I think Moondog is feeling like a
Sucker.
A mid-jewel?
Sucker.
Ooh. Alcoholic sucker. That's a good idea. I don't think it's going to matter.
probably a little overwhelmed by all this news.
Probably needs a good cry. And a cigar.
Well, you know, boys don't cry
Since when?
Aye.
since the cure.
Yeah, you know.
I can't believe the hole.
That's like a first for you.
It really is.
So I didn't have to walk out there and break you apart from those girls.
I was gonna try harder, but I just told him to come see me in my office.
Alone after 9. Or we could talk about solar paneling.
That's what you want to talk about. All right. So, where do we take this from here?
Is that an actual question or that's what we're doing next?
Well, I'm asking you as the GM. Where are we taking this?
I think it now seems like fertile ground.
The GM doesn't really have to
Well-
ask because Strife, we're gonna have to go back to that place. Only, I guess we should probably bring a team this time instead of me trying to do it myself. That was a bad decision.
At the very least, Science Lady here should definitely go.
Yeah, well, because if she was trying to control it, which is what I think, or make it, which is what you think, it really doesn't matter. One way or another, we saw it-ish, and we need to make sure that it-ish is not there.
Does that girl with the top head cut off, does she have any friends we can go and emotionally get to her?
I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, how it happens is usually when you're crazy, you get calmed down by people you love, you care about. I assume you have no one because you act like this.
Regardless,
Which is very sad. honestly.
if there are self-replicating nanites being unleashed that can manipulate things at a assumed molecular level, that place needs to be wiped out.
Wow, this is sound like a very familiar conversation.
As in big smoldering crater.
Oh my god, so familiar. It's actually very calming to know that I was right in the end.
have no idea what you're talking about.
That would be Spud commenting that Brogilla was right.
What was going on right now?
Because the first time this happened, I said we should destroy that school.
Oh,
Nuke the Cypher Morgan. It's really sure.
Honestly,
when it was a reasonable storage facility for dangerous beings trying to do better by the U.S., I totally agreed with them. But right now, it's potentially a landmine in the middle of the city waiting to go off.
how was Borilla's plan was to get you upset about your parents? You did that whole shifting all things around you and then dropping you from a plane or helicopter or something like that.
His radius isn't big enough.
Still interesting enough to hurt. Really good.
So Aldrich says, I've built the Russian bird. It doesn't appear that gray matter is actively controlled or at a high enough quantity density to overtake Technica.
It's good to know. I relay that back to them when the normal speech starts.
Okay, but you just showed me a little slideshow, or rather, he showed me a little slideshow, and explained that it was a sentient, self-replicating nanite. That means that as long as it has matter, you know,
Anything.
the stuff that everything's made of,
Not anti-
its rate of replication is only confined by its total current population. That's exponential growth. So what? Days? Minutes potentially.
Could be right now.
There could be a wave of nanites destroying the city as we speak. And you're
That
like,
seems unlikely.
huh?
That seems unlikely.
But not
Yeah,
improbable.
But she's taking it easy, resting on the idea that this chick that was plugged into the computers is going to keep it under control.
Temporarily.
That's not what she said. What she said was it doesn't have a high enough population density to overtake Technica.
So as long as Technica uses her nanites to stop his nanites. Yeah, I was paying attention.
Nanite action.
It's a hot Saturday night.
So,
Hot
We're getting-
nanite.
so is this what the science committee really thinks? Some hot nanite on nanite action?
Science bros.
That's gonna be the name of the story arc.
Hot nanite action. That's terrible.
Friday night fight.
Okay. Okay. All right. So it's not a threat right now.
That's not what she said either, son.
Oh, you guys are so. Can I go kill something or not? I mean,
Hey, that's my line.
Once again, can I just commend you, Moondog, on your choice of Phoenix Shield? Wow. Just a real all-star group you got
you're bad robot.
here. At least I haven't hurt anybody.
So he will pull up another picture of Burr,
Uh-huh.
this time without the dome around it.
Okay.
And you can see missiles being fired into the metallic futurescape.
Okay. Hey, can you make a little emoji like the hand going pew 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 for me? Because it would really set the mood.
Yes, I can.
Fantastic.
But do I? Yes, I do.
See, I knew you were a team player. Ironic coming from the one that wasn't.
Yeah. It's a whole new world.
I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson.
Did you?
No.
Switched hands.
To run the risk of getting kicked in the face. Mew.
Those missiles are a .97 EPW. They should have the ability to obliterate up to 30 feet of reinforced stone.
Right. Hence the little panda. Pew, 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 pew.
That is a nuclear weapon, sir.
Yeah. No, I'm down.
Well,
Once again. Pew, 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 pew.
how is that constructive?
I've been through a lot lately, okay?
Well, according to him, you have a nuclear weapon of your own.
No, that is not okay.
What?
That is not okay.
That's what you want.
Actually,
I will contain it.
Your utilitarian philosophy means that you can use those kids to justify the means to your ending, which means destroying the school.
as much as I hate to agree with the robot, if worse comes to worse and the kids have the ability to completely and utterly survive their own power with no negative side effects, it would actually be a really good way of possibly dealing with the situation down there if we could find a way to contain it. As in, like, not let it escape into the middle of the city after they go off.
Let me remove them from this reality,
So you can,
which is a lot safer.
what do you do with people that you move from reality? Do they go to another reality?
Maybe.
Do you not care about the people that live in that reality?
Stated
No.
from the agent controlling the school.
So anything that's not in your reality is not important.
What did she say?
She said that the twins may have been a contingency plan.
Yeah, I'll repeat that back to him.
Oh, you don't?
Nope.
And as far as the twins go, I literally just said that letting things that powerful run around of their own volition is ridiculous.
Yeah, but we're not doing it of their own volition. We're making them.
No, great. We're just going to use them.
That's what you wanted. Used for a means to the end. You wanted to use metahumans as a greater good.
Yes.
So how is using the twins different than that?
Let's set them around again.
Honestly, at this point, it sounds like you are on both sides.
Which
Okay.
means I've done my job.
You're a political bisexual.
Yeah, you have so far both argued against having metahumans be free, and you have argued against having metahumans be used for the betterment of society.
That sounds like he's going to start arguing for the extinction of metahumans.
I really am. That's where I'm going down this path, obviously.
He's pulling a reverse Magneto.
Obviously, we must be stopped. Okay. I got nothing. I really got nothing. But we should try and do it without, abusing two little kids.
How's it abuse? They would just be hugging.
And we don't know how big that explosion is going to get. That could take out the entire city.
It could.
Not only could it take out the entire city, son, it might not take out gray matter.
See?
Nukes ain't enough to stop this thing.
I will. They may not.
We had to put it on ice.
Then why didn't you stop it?
I did. Were you part of this conversation?
I am
Did we
now.
just find out about this?
Yes.
Okay. Good. We're back on the same page.
But when,
Go
you,
team.
but when you saw the nanites eat that woman, you didn't stop it.
That's because I thought it was the girl taking your captors out.
You still could have taken out the nanites. You could have saved that woman. But you chose not to.
By the time there was any chance of me saving her, there wasn't a lot left of her.
You could still recover.
I don't even think I could have healed what happened.
That's not the
That would have taken a lot.
What about Masterson?
What about him?
You could have saved him.
You know, you weren't there. So
Yes, I was.
why don't you? No, you were in a cage down the hall.
Fair enough. All right.
Fantastic.
You don't want to admit fault. That's fine.
Lightning has 1,000 eyes.
I guess.
I do an intelligence of 15.
We're forgetting the important detail here.
Which is
Bad things destroying people. I mean, other than us.
all right.
So, regroup and head back to the school? Not getting a resounding yes on this. Fantastic. Okay,
I mean, I'm pretty sure I was the first person to actually suggest we go to the school with Aldridge in tow.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I'll do whatever the majority says.
Oh, great. We got a sheeple over here.
At least I know my position. I can't be swayed by a robot.
You what?
Come on.
Can't
Nope.
be swayed by a rope. You are, or not.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't get it. Okay. So, Dog, Aldrich, anything?
We would need your go-ahead, mustache.
Well, not really, but I mean, it would be nice. For once. I learned my lesson to not go charging off on my own. Okay? How many times do I have to say it? So, here on time.
In theory.
Moondog says, I don't really have a way of guaranteeing any of your safeties. I'm going to ask Sonny to go with you.
What's a sign?
What can Sonny do? Paintball?
Yes, advanced paintballing with music.
That should help. He's gonna die decorative.
He can put you in bubbles.
Something in bath.
What does that do?
Shut up, Chad. For a while.
Hopefully, if he has to,
You can put that in a bubble?
he can disrupt the communications. Only I don't know how they communicate. We never figured that out.
We should definitely go in like 2 days.
Why 2 days? Why not like right now? If we wait till tomorrow, won't students show up to the school and then wonder where their teachers are?
I'd like to
Or why the lobby has no floor, or why there's a burnt out obelisk, or why there are spikes in one of our vans currently sitting in their lawn? Won't these raise very important questions?
But I emphasize my point by poking her in the head wound.
Dick. Wow. He's a dick bot.
I think Aldrich will grab your wrist, or
Yeah.
pass it to our wrist before we blow him
That's
up.
fine.
Oh, I was looking forward to breaking said hand.
And I would think that as soon as a bunch of kids saw all the kinds of destruction, they would think maybe school's not in today.
Yeah, and then maybe they would call the cops, and then maybe the human cops would show up and start investigating, and then maybe said human cops wouldn't find a giant evil creature living underneath that would then convert them into who knows what, and then that giant evil creature would then escape and begin infecting the rest of the city. Then eventually the entire city would be fucked. Why are we going to wait then?
I'll chaperone.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right, and that's where I think we're gonna call it for the night.
Probably a good place. Before Chris and I can stop and do that to each other.
I just hope that Chris appreciates what gray matter is. Like, I think he as a person would appreciate it more than his character.
Well, let's see. They did just make a remake of a movie using this concept in the remake of the movie.
It's a gray goo.
What movie is that?
Baby Earth Stood Still.
Mm.
The remake.
That was
Keanu
not
Reeves.
Grey Goo.
Huh?
That was not Grey Goo.
No, it wasn't Grey Goo. It was self-replicating sentient nanites.
That's what gray goo is.
That's the gray goo apocalypse, basically.
Yes.
They really haven't done it in.
And that really wasn't a just remake then.
They really done it in very. They really done it in fiction.
They were like, you know what we need? An actor with no range and completely wooden to play an alien.
Whoa,
We'll get Keanu Reeves with plenty of strengths.
whoa.
Stop.
You know what all aliens are? Surfer dudes.
Also,
According to Joe Satriani,
Good stuff.
anyway, I hope everyone had fun. I know there wasn't a lot of action in this one, but I think we set ourselves up.
Good stuff.
Well, if Aldridge hadn't interfered, I was about to make an attack roll, so there's that.
And I would have had to get a new robot arm. Out of what I assume is a large collection of. I could just switch.
It would have been great, but it would have been great because with my last set of XP, I acquired a specialty specifically for grabs.
Nice. Before we go, I want Barilla to get one more XP. Sparing Moondog's feelings about Sanderson.
Masterson.
Or Masterson. Or trying to, at least.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Not that he needs it.
it's so weird. I'm going to shut this thing down. I can never tell.
You want to check and see if the bathroom door is closed on these real quick.
Mike, any questions, comments, concerns before we go?
Nah, I got nothing. Hopefully Strife can convince somebody to let her take a shower before they take off, but, beyond that.
Yeah, right?
A golden shower, maybe.
Oh, dear.
But in all fairness, it is kind of her fault if they decide to rush off immediately, since she did just go through the whole spiel of why we should immediately go take care of that instead of, waiting.
Well, what I think we're going to have fun with is you were just told
Holy shit. Google Hangouts just fucked itself.